Democrats and Republicans are preparing their final contests coming up ahead of Super Tuesday.
Michigan will hold its primaries for both parties tomorrow ahead of an additional GOP nominating convention on Saturday. The former president won the South Carolina primary on Saturday, this past Saturday. The former president bested Nikki Haley by about 20 points in her home state.
Haley, however, is not ending her campaign. She says she plans to continue through Super Tuesday, where she faces an uphill battle in the 15 states that will hold Republican primaries on March 8th.
CBS News Detroit reporter Andres Gutierrez has been following the race in Michigan ahead of tomorrow's primary. It's been a busy round for you, Andres. What sets conservative Michigan voters apart from other early primary states?
Well, good day, Nancy. Here looking at polls and speaking to Republican voters, it is no doubt that former President Trump will end up beating Nikki Haley tomorrow during the primaries. But what we are closely looking at is the margins. Will it be a landslide? And also, what will the turnout be? Because we have seen a shift in the GOP voters where they're at from Western Michigan to the affluent parts of the Detroit suburbs. So that's something that we'll be closely watching.
Well, Andres, in the Republican race, it's not a cut and dry system, as you know, for delegate allocation. That in and of itself is confusing, delegate allocation. Can you explain how the convention and primary will be used to determine who wins what in the state?
Yes, so Michigan, some of the delegates will come out of the primary tomorrow. About 2/3 of the delegates will be chosen that way. Then later on the weekend, on Saturday, there will be a state convention where the rest of the delegates will come from. And this is all part of a hybrid plan that comes from a change that was made by the Democratic-led legislature. Republicans, though, there has been some infighting. Back in January, the GOP decided the state party decided to oust the chair, Kristen Karamo, but she decides that she has said that she's still in control, and that has created some political struggles in there. They have put former Representative Pete Hoekstra to replace her, but she has said that the meeting was illegitimate and that she searched to be the party chair. And so come Saturday, there could be two different caucuses that happen in choosing the remaining delegates.
Andres, many Muslim and Arab American voters in Michigan, they are among those criticizing President Biden for his handling of the conflict in Gaza. So is there any way that he can win back their support? And how important of a voting bloc is that group?
Yeah, it's very important. There are about 300,000 Arab Americans here in Dearborn, one of the largest in the nation. And so earlier this month, the Biden administration sent some top aides to try and smooth things over regarding how he's handled the conflict in Gaza. And things still haven't changed much, though, after those meetings. There is still the abandoned Biden campaign, and Representative Rashida Tlaib has made this effort to try and get Democratic voters to vote uncommitted during tomorrow's primary to make a statement there to President Biden that he has to do something about the war there in Gaza.
Andres Gutierrez, thank you very much.